It's week 2 of Potter Month, and this one's huge. Arguably 2 of the best of the franchise go head-to-head with Prisoner of Azkaban taking on the Goblet of Fire. It's gonna be a good match.
The choice is
Jesus
easy.
Christ.
Prisoner of Azkaban is the clear winner.
God? Jon Bailey, legendary voice of Honest Trailers, wants to tap wands with me.
Phrasing.
Well, get ready, sir, because you're about to get a face full of magic blasted your way.
Gross.
The 4th installment may be my favorite of the franchise, and the entire cast is back and better than ever.
Minus Ron is a little punk.
Yes, Ron gets hit with the jealous stick, but it adds a nice dynamic between him and Harry. Potter's best friend turns on him and leaves him at his most isolated yet, closed off from the ones he loves. Let's talk about the new characters. I already covered the old ones last week. Mad-Eyed Moody is a welcome addition, mainly because I just like seeing Draco get his ass kicked from time to time.
Hermione punches him in the face in the 3rd installment.
Fair point. Outside of him, we have Boy Toys Victor Crumb and Robert, I'm not an unlikable douche for once, Pattinson, playing Cedric. Sorry, Twitards, not a fan of your series. But Pattinson was good here, and his death was amongst one of the most dramatic in the franchise.
Spoiler.
We're also introduced to the love-to-hater reporter, Rita Skeeta, and my girl, Feuds de Claire. I can't say her name. Obviously, I can't say anybody's names in this series.
Don't forget Harry's crush on Cho Chang. She's the worst.
Yeah.
Time for the adults to talk. The 3rd installment features many fresh faces to the franchise, such as the always-on Gary Oldman, playing Sirius Black. Then there's Professor Lupin in the rotating chairs professor of the Dark Arts Department. We learned that Ron's crouch-sniffing pet rat was actually Peter Pettigrew, but the major highlight were those cool-as-hell Dementors.
We should refresh people's memories on Albus Dumbledore as well, as he was replaced by the great Michael Gambon in Part 3 due to the unfortunate death of Richard Harris. He brings a commanding performance to the character. Perhaps it's not as goofy as the book's version, but I really thought he did a good job. This is a pretty straightforward affair. Barney Crouch disguised himself as Mad-Eyed Moody for the majority of the film by drinking polyjuice every hour to keep up with his grand appearance. He put Harry's name into the Goblet of Fire and helped him move along to gain access to the Portkey. He who shall not be named had Peter Pettigrew, his right-hand man, finish brewing up the final bits of the recipe to bring the Dark Lord back to his full form. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the plot isn't the simplest to follow in these movies, but they're fun and creative as all hell.
The moment-to-moment scenes in 3, Donald Trump anything in 4. We get to see Harry's real strength show when he has a little freak out in the kitchen, blowing up his aunt like that dumb girl from Willy Wonka. We also get to see the first appearance of those amazing Dementors. Does anybody else get confused about which ones are which? The ones that eat the soul. Anyways, there's also the introduction of many crucial elements of the franchise, such as the Patronus Stag, Buckbeak in all his Draco butt-kicking glory, Sirius Black rocks, and the Time Turner.
Which is never used or mentioned again. Look, this is one of the most powerful tools in the wizarding world, and it's sitting somewhere on Dumbledore's shelf, like next to his rollerblades or some shit. How is this not a Deathly Hallow? If you want to talk moment to moment, you easily lose, as Goblet of Fire has the most memorable scenes in the franchise. The dragon chase, crazy mermaids, a hedge maze, and the final battle with Voldemort, played perfectly by Ralph Fiennes.
Oh, you said his name.
I'm not afraid of him, John.
Stupid filthy muggle. You have no idea what you've done.
Let's get to round 3 before anything else gets out of hand. It's another Peter Pettigrew joke at his expense.
Chris Columbus did a grand job introducing us to the world of Harry Potter, but it was time to grow the series up a bit. Alfonso Cuarón, director of awe-inspiring films such as Children of Men and Gravity, gives us the intense dark Potter fans wanted. We get gripping action, there are werewolf chases. We also have some visually impressive human-to-animal and back-again shape-shifting.
Well, Goblet gives us a crustaceal amount of action and effects.
That's not a word.
For starters, we learn the 3 forbidden spells, and we get to see a pathetic Neville Longbottom mourn the death of a spider.
Yeah, but it gets seriously hot in the last film. Like, what the heck happened? I'm not gay or anything, but you know what I'm saying. Like, not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, of course not. People's sexual preferences are nobody's business but their own.
90s pop culture references. Awesome.
I mentioned the games already, but what a sight this is to see. Although not as dark as Part 3, it still retains the same level of danger and even more drama. And naturally, the best way to achieve this tension, this mystical feel, this dark tone, is to get the director from Mona Lisa Smile. Alright, that goes against my point, but joking aside, you can't go wrong with any of these later Potter flicks. The action and effects have aged very well since the first 2 installments, and I'm willing to give it a draw in this department.
I'll give you nothing, but take from you everything. Academy Award winner John Williams returns for a 3rd time to score Azkaban, and with him, something wicked this way comes. A more haunting sound echoes to the school for witchcraft and wizardry. This tone matches that of the film and really tells the audience that no one here at Hogwarts is screwing around this time.
And for the first time, he's replaced due to scheduling conflicts. Taking the reins is Patrick Doyle, who brings the London Symphony Orchestra along for the ride. And much like Peter Pettigrew, I can't put my finger on which song I like best from this soundtrack. Perhaps it's the hard-hitting Triwizard Tournament theme, or the dramatic Lord Voldemort edition. In either case, Harry Potter has some of the best music in the business, and your ears can't go wrong.
Where transfiguration, invisible cloaks, werewolf teachers, shrunken heads, moving buildings, and traveling in time are commonplace, one film stands alone above all else. That film is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
The Potter films definitely owe a bit of gratitude to this 3rd film, but by the 3rd act, I'm a little bit bored, honestly. Especially when we end up watching the same scenes play out from different perspectives thanks to that damn time turner bullshit. The Potter Blu-ray is still going on for a few more weeks, so make sure you subscribe and comment below to be in that entry. You can also find the deets in the video description below. I'm told kids say deets. Jon Bailey, thanks for coming on. This was a lot of fun. Why don't you promote your crap now for the one person who hasn't heard of you?
Be sure to subscribe to my epic channel featuring epic voice reviews on movies and TV, and impression videos playing games and looking at stupid toys. So check me out at youtube.com/John3.0, or check out some of the awesome work I've done over on Screen Junkies and the Honest Trailers, as well as my website, johnbaileyvo.com.
Well, there you have it. Week 2 of Potter Month is over. We still got 2 more to go. Remember, I'm going to reiterate, subscribe and comment, and you get your name thrown in the drawing for the chance to win all 8 films on Blu-ray. Whew, it's a doozy. More than just reviews, this is Movie Feuds. John, you have something funny to say at the end? Usually my guests say something funny at the end. Okay. Shit.
And be sure to subscribe to this guy. He's okay, I guess.